Hello YouTube fans, here again, and I figure why not, as I'm going to be talking about Steven Spielberg films, why not this one, Jurassic, that being the original Jurassic Park. Now I remember watching the new one recently, so I decided why not talk about this one and review it, being the Jurassic original Jurassic Park. This one brings a lot of memories to me because it came out, I remember seeing it, I should say, back when it came out on the theatre, back in 1993. And at the time, Steven Spielberg wanted to make a dinosaur movie. I know it's going to make people laugh, but he wanted to make one more realistic, more believable, and more stereo. Even though that sounds funny, at the time, a lot of people think of dinosaur movies. They think of stop motion, like the classic 1933, King Kong, or the old dinosaur movies, or Sinbad. And I think right at the time, Steven Spielberg tried it out. He had all these Mongol dinosaurs and Mongol miniatures before he actually did the film. He didn't like it. He wanted to make the dinosaurs look more believable and so on. I chose Jurassic Park. So at the time, it took him this to think of this idea. He already got the actors. I already said one of my favourite actors of all time, being Jeff Goldblum and a lot of other actors. And I actually like this film. I like it. You know what I mean? You had Sam Neeson, how could I forget him? Damien, that's right, Sam Neeson. And there's a lot of other good actors. I like the story, I like the special effects, I like the fact that he used a big Mogul robot to mimic the Tyrannosaurus. He did everything on this, and it became, just like most of his films, a classic and a big blockbuster hit at that time. So I'm going to go with it. It starts off, and when you think about it, this is actually inspired by a movie I remember reviewing once. If you ever remember a movie called Westworld, it was inspired by the movie Westworld, believe it or not. Think about it. A theme park with robots made to look like humans. The robots go loop-a-loo nearly at the end, start killing people, attacking people. In this, dinosaurs, theme park, something accidentally goes wrong, dinosaurs get out, go on an eating spree. Same film, different plot line, same film, theme parks go loop-a-loo. And that's what I mean by it had a similarity to Westworld. So it starts off, you've got a guy digging, he finds an old, remember rightly, an old mosquito, and halfway through that, you've got people opening the park, you hear this horrible noise, this guy falls in, you don't see that much, someone's trying to pull him out and he gets killed. He's one of our main characters. Then, a couple of months later, you got this person who's played by Sam Neeson with his friend, who's, I think it's like, his assistant. Like sometimes you get a bratty kid. You get this kid so bratty, so noiseless. And I just love the way Sam Neeson fighting him. He's talking about these pack hunters. He says, you come near you, you think they're not going to get you, but they don't buy packs, they sneak, you're around it, next thing you know, they come near your ducks. I love the bit he just shits that kid up because the kid is so annoying. So he gets him fighting to go to this place with real dinosaurs. Until Sam Neeson thinks there's a trick here, there's a bullshitter there, but he goes with it. He meets all the others like Jeff Goldblum and so on, and he tells how he's done it, where he's actually used an egg from the Stone Age, he's frozen them, and brought all the dinosaurs back. So they go to the thing like a theme park, and then that's when he sees that it's not bullshitting, they are real dinosaurs. You've got the long neck ones, remember what they were called. You got all these other different dinosaurs, all of them like, vegetarian and so on. But you told them about the Tyrannosaurus, that they are somewhat dangerous. You got these two kids, and Sam Neeson, for some reason, does not like kids. You can see why. Sometimes kids can be annoying. But these kids are not bad, you know what I mean? They're the kind of kids of the day who's running this theme park, which is called Jurassic Park. And let's not forget the music. Just like most of Steven Spielberg, you can never forget the classic music, like Doors, Dolce Townings of the Third Sign, and this. I'm not going to do the rest, I'll kill it. But yeah, the theme tune in this is iconic. It is so iconic. So halfway through the film, people are getting bored, and then that's when the things break down. You've got this guy who's just a dick. He wants to steal these eggs to make money. Jeed. Because he's messed around and he's fooled around with the power, it's not the power off, which it does feeds the dinosaurs, it does the dangerous ones, like the Tyrannosaurus. Because there's a bit in it where they put a dough and they're waiting for this dough to get eaten, nothing happens. Next thing you know, a dought's leg goes fired. But the fat guy, I just can't, he's overweight. You've got this one dinosaur, it comes into the car, he says, no wonder you'll be damn extinct. Next thing you know, its head opens up, it's like that, boom, jumps out. You don't see enough, but you got the idea, he's a goner. And like I said, the bit what everyone knows, very iconic scene, it's the Tyrannosaurus, it's attacking the kids. One guy runs into this thing like a toilet, it breaks it open, it gets him, finishes him off, Bon appetit. And basically, I do love a bit of a Death Doe. Blue runs out, he uses a fair to get the dinosaur's extension. It's chasing after him, and it becomes dead. It becomes brown bread, basically. It becomes brown dead. Death Doe falls on his ass, and the dinosaur just runs off. But he does save the kids. I always thought one of the kids has lost his arm and he's hurt himself. But when I watch it now, he hasn't. He's just hurt himself. But I do love the bit where Sam Neeson's trying to save him, and the truck falls down. They're trying to get down out of Dodge, and they manage to get out of Dodge. And they say that line, we're back in the car. So there are some good bits in it. It's scary bits in it. It's an offensive film. I think he did a good one, Steven Spielberg. Like most of his films, you can definitely see that the guy has a talent. He has a talent. So it's like I say, the in the theme part, it's just cat and mouse, them trying to escape from all these dinosaurs. You've got the long neck dinosaurs, but the fact that he used Moggle work, he used rats work, he used animatronics. Yeah, there's a bit of CD, but not as much really. You can see the difference in the later Jurassic Park films, where it's all CD figuring out. In this, there's a lot of other ways did it, and it's so surprising how much these dinosaurs look like the real thing. People think, come on, it's special effects. They look so fucking realistic. Is that okay for me to say? So there's bits of the long dinosaurs, got the Tyrannosaurus and so on, and there's a bit where the woman who is his sister, she gets tapped, and how could I forget this? Because Samuel Jackson. I always forget Samuel Jackson is in the original Jurassic Park. There's a bit in it where she's running and she finds Samuel Jackson. In this, he never stops fucking smoking. As far as he ain't got cancer. The amount of times he's puffing away, it's unbelievable. But you see the arm of Samuel Jackson, which is like surprising now, a well-known brilliant actor like that, and he's one of them that gets killed. You've got one character who wants to kill these dinosaurs. He doesn't believe that they should be exist. There was extinct for a reason. You can try and see his benomics in thinking there, big word. And he's trying to shoot the pack hunters. One of them sneaks a toss. He says that line, death or dirt, but it's his outdoing. He gets killed. And it was surprising how many deaths is in this. For a film what is BT, it's surprising how many people get killed. So the kids think they said, oh, before that, they get across this electric fence. They manage to get out of Dodge on that. But I do love the bit where they think they've got away. They're having Jerry, and they're in this thing, and they've got the pack hunters. And I always remember the noise, like, ee! I did that on purpose. I mean, that horrible screeching sound. They're running, you think you're going to get one of the little kids. He gets out of Dodge by his affection. And like I say, Sam Neeson, Death Doe Boom, they all get them out of Dodge and they get the air chopped. I love the bit where Sam Neeson says to the old guy, you want me to tell you what I think of you around Jurassic Park? It sucks. We're going. And he says, I don't blame you. But I do love it. The only thing Well, I have a bit is you don't see a lot of Death Goldblum in the original Jurassic Park. There's a bit he's tatting the door up, he's sewing off. He injures himself with the Tyrannosaurus, and I think that's about it. You see him here and there, which was the same area. But I do think when they did the next one, being Jurassic Park, The Lost World, they do actually give him a big billing. They give him more to do than what they did in Jurassic Park. I do know originally there was going to be a scene with the big birds. Remember the big birds with the long winged dinosaurs? If I can remember the names. There's going to do a scene where it attacks the air shots of it because of budget and so on. Sad to say, Steven Spielberg never got that look, so they do the later Jurassic Parks. But I feel it ends. I love the ending. It's a very iconic ending. They fire off. You get that great theme tune. And like most of Steven Spielberg films, it becomes a big hit. It became a classic, and I can see why it became a classic. It's a big hit film for a reason. I love the film. I think the film's a classic. Fuck it. A 14-star rating for me because it's one of my favourites of Steven Spielberg. Like most of Steven Spielberg's, Jurassic Park, in my eyes, is a good one. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.